Doesn't do anything yet, but we have a basic idea. We obviously see we could make it a lot bigger. We could do a lot more to it. Its positioning isn't that bad. I'll probably go ahead and move it a little bit more. We can do that later. Right now it's fine. It's good enough in a great position that we want to actually go ahead and start actually doing some coding on it. So it's time to actually code our compass. Woohoo! So, since we're changing the direction that it's going based on which way the player is moving, we're automatically assuming on our maps that north is up, south is down, east is right, and west is left. Thus will make that fairly easy. Now we're going to have to go ahead and control that. So the first thing we want to do is actually find where we update where the user is putting input in, and that's on do player move. So we're going to run over to do player move real quick, which is way down here. And this is what actually handles movement, basically. So every time I press an arrow key or the numpad key, this is what updates where I'm moving. And this is exactly where we want to switch it is. Since we're trying to keep track of where we're positioned at and what sprite we're doing, we're going to set up a simple variable, probably a numerator. That'll work well. Let's see. Let me go ahead and just add it here. James 3/9/10, and we're adding a new enumerator for direction. So first I got to remember how to set up a numerator real quick. I know that's bad, but you know, it's been a while. Where is it? Oh yes, public. That's right, public enum. Okay, so private enum direction. Simple enough. It's yelling at me because I haven't put nothing in it and it hasn't contained one number. So north would be 0, south would be 1, west would be 2. Actually, let me change that. East will be 2. So I think yes. And you'll actually see how this is going to work. It actually makes things so much easier. And this works a lot with a lot of other sprites, including our movement sprites. And this will make your job so much easier. East will be 2. West will be 3. North. Did I go east first or west first? I went west first. West is 4. Sorry, Roy, leave me alone. I'm recording, you moron. North, east will be 5. South, west will be 6. And south, east will be 7. Now if you count that, since it's 0 based, that's 8 directions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. There we go. Simple. So now we have our direction numerator, so we can actually keep track of direction. Now we just need to add a variable to store it. So what we're going to do is set up a new variable, and this, there I go again, not paying attention. We'll call this private p direct, or yeah, direct. That'll work just fine. And this will be a direction. Okay. So there we go. We're going to automatically assume right now, when you start on a map, you are facing north. So the first thing we want to do is when we come down here to the actual map, when we go to the, when we're about to switch over to an in-game state, as you see here, we're actually going to set it up. So since the overlay, if it's false, then it's going to make true, and it's only going to happen when we want to. And counter is 1, we're going to set up our default position. So that's where we're going to set direct equals. No. Focus. It's P direct, James. Focus. P direct equals. And now we put in our numerator. North. Boom. Easy. Alright? So we're assuming when you start, you're facing north. Now, we come back down to our movement. Way down yonder. And we're going to do a simple little check. So, for example, if we press left or right, oh, my bad, that's the wrong one. Want to check input. Need to focus right here. So right here, if I'm pressing up key or the 8 key on the numpad, and we're going north, we want to see if it's change it to north. Now, if we're already at north, which is what default we start at, we don't need to change it. We don't need it to update. There's no reason to. We can finally actually change the direction on the screen, what you actually see. So, this right here is going away, and we're going to update compass image. Okay? So, now I could put this in another sub, and I probably will later, but for now, just for the sake of time and argument, I'm going to go ahead and just put it in here. So select, select case. We're going to do this as P. What is it? P direction, direct. Sorry. Okay. So P case P. Actually, sorry guys. Actually, I'm going to rethink this. We really don't need a case here at all. Just thought of that. This is what we're going to do. This is the beauty of enums. It's about time I actually use them properly. This is exactly what's going to happen. We're going to go ahead and update the element display, and it actually probably won't take a sub. So element display 0. Now the animation is an integer. Enum is essentially an integer. So all we're going to do, and since we've set the enum from 0 to 7 in order, pretty much the same way we set up our sprite sheet, all we need to do is convert it from an enum back to just a normal integer, and it'll actually automatically change the sprite for us in just one little setting. Very, very simple. So we're going to convert it to integer, and we're just going to do P direct. Boom. Just like that. That's it. It's done. The compass is finished. It should work perfectly. Let's find out. Go ahead and check it out. Alright. Yep, gotta load it up. There we go. New game, Paladin. There we go. North, as we expected. We're gonna move so I can actually move. Uh-oh. Something not working right. That's not good. That's not what we wanted. So close, yet so far. What happened? What isn't working right? Well, okay, after a little digging and feeling like an idiot, as it happens when you're a programmer, and debugging does it to you, and you forget one little thing, especially when I haven't come back to it for a while. I need to learn to read my comments. I forgot that when we added it to our elemental display, so it'll actually update it and everything, I forgot that we had another case in order to do it, and I did not do it here, and that's why nothing is changing. So we just simply got to add it in here. So in game, and it really is the same exact thing almost. The only difference is instead of pmap load, we're doing overlay, and that's it. Simple little thing I missed. So dumb. So dumb. My daughter is laughing at me, and I don't blame her. Oh, you gotta be joking. Not funny. Okay, now what did I forget? Alright, what happened? What did I do? Oh, jeez, look at that. Don't you just love it? Okay. One more time for the fun of it. Try this again. Yay! Finally, progress. We have a compass. Ooh, that's kind of odd. That's okay, I think we can fix that. It's almost working perfectly, but at least it's there, and now it's working, and actually does what it's supposed to. We just gotta fix that little glitch. So, let's go ahead and do that, and that's not that hard, that just goes back. I'm gonna go back here, down to here. Don't need that open. Sorry, I was looking at a lot of stuff.